The following podcast contains adult themes and adult language. Listener discretion advised.
And although we joke, if you or someone you know is affected by or a victim of domestic violence, dial 1-800-799-7233 or visit the National Domestic Violence Hotline's website, thehotline.org.
But it's always the husband, it's always the husband, it's always the husband, I'm gonna kill you, babe.
Hi, this is Sarah.
And this is Megan.
You're listening to It's Always the Husband
podcast. Welcome.
Thank you for listening.
Yes.
I thought we would start right away with some Patreons to thank them.
Well, remember last week when I said, do we have Patreons? And you said no.
Correct.
So I wasn't going to ask this week.
But we do. What
happened?
Aura A-U-R-A.
Pretty.
Aura? It's, yeah, that
Aura.
is pretty. Yeah. Kylie D. Well, I know she's in our Facebook group, but I don't know if she's been a Patreon before or is re-upped. But Kylie D, I know her name.
We have more than one?
Yes. And Claire from the UK is a Momoa.
Oh my
And Claire
God.
finally caught up in all the episodes. She started not too long ago and went through all like 273.
Claire.
But probably while she's training for a marathon or something, I'm sure.
Was she really?
I don't know, but she's super funny.
Because if she's a marathon
I believe
runner,
she used to live in, I don't think she runs marathons. I'm just saying you must live
I was
on
like,
the line.
how is she one of our people?
No, I don't know if our people are runners. We have some runners. Pip from the UK is a runner. She used to live in Minnesota, though, she said.
Oh.
Yeah. And then she took off. She done run off.
Yeah.
So should we give her a Momoa? Jason Momoa is going to give her a little message as a thank you. And thank you to Kylie and Aura. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
if you join
everyone.
Patreon, you can listen to special episodes just for you on it.
You sure can.
And other
We should
things.
get a new Patreon going.
Yeah.
Our lives,
September's rough.
they don't really support Patreon, right?
No.
Patreon
I know.
episodes.
We'll get one together
We will.
soon.
We will. Okay, so here's Momoa.
Yeah.
What's on your weird mind?
Okay. That's for you, Claire.
He's so hot.
Yeah, he has a show on Apple. I don't have that
Yeah.
coming out, I think.
You
Or
don't
his
have
butthole.
Apple TV?
No. His butthole is out the whole time. He doesn't wear pants.
Are you being for real?
Yeah, he's
why
playing like
is-
a Hawaiian warrior. and
Why
he
is
just doesn't have
everyone
he just has
not
a front.
watching it?
Well, I don't think it's started yet. I don't know.
Oh.
It's coming out, I think. I don't
All
know.
right.
It's called like or it's called like something of war or something. I don't know. But yeah, he has like a front thing, but not a back thing. So his buttocks are out and maybe possibly weighing. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. All right. What else? This has been a month.
Yeah.
A month. But speaking of our Patreon, we do have a Facebook group and an Instagram. I've been doing a very shitty job with These Are the Gays of Our Lives too, of getting stuff out. But usually I do try to put stuff out there. I just couldn't, I can't budget my time or budget my money or budget my gunt. Eating anything.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank goodness we have a Facebook group where people post a lot to keep it going.
Yeah. I've taken a hiatus from the book of faces.
Yes.
So I didn't really look that much. I am there right now just because I'm posting the book club.
Okay.
But
Amy Fowler, I don't know if you saw that one, but she talked about how she went to the liquor store. She looked for her usual brand. She couldn't find it anywhere. So she filled her cart with other stuff. She picked another beer, like, okay, and she was the only one in the store except the clerk. It was just her and the clerk. And so she just picks like her second favorite, puts it in. And the second she puts her second favorite in the cart, she hears a sound, a bang. She turns around And there, laying in the middle of the aisle, is her brand of beer fallen off the shelf that she looked and didn't see. And it's just laying in the middle of the aisle. And she had pictures. She said no one was there to knock it down. She was the only one in the store. She had already looked all over for it. And she couldn't find it. She put a different brand in her cart, started walking to check out, heard this noise, turned around, and there, her beer was laying in the aisle. It did not want her to leave without taking that beer with. And I said it was booze hound ghosts.
Yeah.
That knew she was a booze hound who wanted, I think it was her Heineken, and she couldn't leave the store without it. And so booze hound ghosts threw it on the floor to get her attention so she would buy it.
And is that who we should start praying to now? Is booze hound ghosts?
I think booze hound ghosts want the best for us. And we should all just be knowing we have a booze hound ghost over our shoulder looking out for us.
Okay. I like it.
So I don't know. I think it's a sign that yes, she needed to get drunk on her brand that weekend.
Well, and that someone's looking out for us.
Someone's looking for her booze hound needs.
And it's the booze hound ghost.
Yeah. I thought that's
weird.
Insane.
Yeah.
Because she had photo evidence too.
That
like a
it
good
just fell off
scientist. It fell off and just was laying because she had just walked through that aisle. There was nothing on the ground.
Right.
And she got to the end of the aisle. She hears a noise, turns around, and there it is laying in the middle of the aisle. Like, I don't even know how it could fall in this, like, it was in a box, like, roll to the middle of the aisle.
Oh, my God.
So she does have photographic evidence of her story.
Booze hound ghosts.
The booze hound ghosts
are here to protect us.
Yes.
Aura Aurea. Is that who our new
yes
Patreon is?
I believe so.
She posted when he says, "Show me what that body can do."
I liked that one.
And the lady put the broom underneath her boobs,
her tits,
and it just the cat just jumped on our computer. And she's holding up the.
Randy just went right to Megan's lap and sat.
I'm trying to reenact the.
Yeah, she put a broom under her big old titties.
Yeah.
And held the broom there without her hands.
Yes, and I could do that.
Look what their bodies can do.
Oh my God.
His nails are sharp. Was he doing his biscuits? Yes. His nails are like razors right now. Hence all my wounds.
The cat just clawed into my knee.
He was doing his little biscuits, but he claws out his nails.
Yes. I had a terrible a terrible rejection just the other week.
Yeah. Oh, from Randy?
No.
Oh.
When I'm still looking at the boob
holding
up the broom.
Yeah.
Because I have terrible rash issues underneath my boobs. And so I went to the doctor to see if I could get a reduction.
Yeah.
And they said, "I'm sorry, ma'am.
They're not big enough.
You definitely," this is what she said.
Right.
"You certainly have enough skin. There's just not enough mass. I could give you a mastectomy and you probably wouldn't have enough grams to be covered by insurance." And I was like,
I think you need because you need so many compared to your weight.
But what that's saying
is that you got a lot of skin.
Is that I literally... when I tell you
it's a golf ball in a tube sock.
When I tell you my boobs are flat, that's what I mean. And so it's just skin on skin making rashes. And
it's like just a fitted sheet.
Yes.
Curves straight and then curves under.
And she was like, "I'm so sorry because this has to be so uncomfortable."
Yes,
and
of course it is.
Yes, it's so itchy. It's so itchy. And she said, "I'm going to give you a quote anyway, because I think if you got this done, you would
feel like a new woman."
Yeah. And I was like, "Thank you." And then the quote was for $9,000. Yes. And I said, "Well, I'll take take this home and throw it in the garbage.
That's what happened to me, but I
Why?
got it.
I have a medical condition. Like
I
insurance,
had
go
I
F
had
yourself.
gouges in my shoulders.
I want to go to
And
the
I still didn't
insurance
qualify.
company and say,
I had honkers.
please look
I
at
know.
this and tell me this isn't a medical issue.
They don't give two fucks. They don't give it shit. I had to pay for mine.
Anyway, I can hold a broomstick under my boobs too.
Could
There
you hold
you
one
go.
in your butt?
Probably. My hemorrhoids would just clasp around it. How are you holding that butt?
My
Or how are you holding that
hems.
broom in your butthole, ma'am?
My
It's my hemorrhoids. I have one at 2 o'clock, 5
Yeah.
o'clock, and 9
One
o'clock.
One at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 and 10.
Ugh, God damn it.
Yeah,
Did you have a glitter in your shitter
I
this
did.
week?
I
What
actually
is
did.
it?
It's a hair thing again.
Nuh-uh.
So when all my hair started falling out,
Yeah.
I had to use things to try to get my hair. Now my hair is growing back in, so I have hair that is like 2 inches long that sticks out everywhere if I put in a ponytail.
Your hair looks pretty today.
Well,
Did you wash it?
I did actually
Yeah?
wash it. Well, it was all this shit all over TikTok. So it was like, you never know with like TikTok or Instagram ads, but they keep mentioning it over and over and over. And it was for like, if your hair is falling out for this or this, or, menopause, whatever, any reason. It's this 3-bottle system called Dr. Groot, although not I Am Groot from Marvel.
Right. No.
It's called
Oh.
Dr. Groot, Groot. There's
Okay.
like 3 bottles, a shampoo, a conditioner, and like the serum. And it's like called Scalp Rejuvenation System. So I thought, whatever, I'll use it. So I've used it for 2 months now. And I swear my hair is like, I just went to get my hair dyed. And she said, how did it get so long all of a sudden? And I said, well, I have using this stuff. I mean, I have like these growing out pieces that were not here before. And it feels like it feels like silk, your hair. I don't know what it is or what it does again. And it just feels super soft, but it's called Dr. Groot. And then I looked up reviews like regular people, and they too were like, oh my God, this stuff is magic.
Where did you get it?
Off of TikTok, but you can just buy it off of Amazon too. But it's kind of spendy. But I've had my 3 bottles for like 2 months now. I only use it like do the whole system like maybe like every 3 times. And then I just use my bar soap. My bar shampoo.
Oh. I don't know. My hair is a lost cause. My glitter in the shitter. This is legitimately. I
Randy,
have been listening to. I mean, she can sit on me, but
I know,
but then
just
he clawed me.
hit his
Hi.
hand when he
Okay.
does that, maybe.
So also when I come home, Phil will
Yeah.
literally die of cat
He might.
hair. Anyway,
Oh, he's putting his buttocks on your microphone.
how can we do a podcast?
right.
Could
I
this
know.
podcast be any more of a hot mess?
Well, yeah, Tripper has some bully stick upstairs, probably choking on.
Okay. Well, anyway, my glitter in the shitter this week was listening to your podcast. These are the gays of our
Oh.
lives. I laughed so hard at the Greg Louganis
Oh.
episode when you
Yeah.
talked about Greg hitting his head on the, the diving board, and then he was seen double of everything.
Oh, yes.
And you were reenacting Greg Louganis.
That
Oh my God.
that I was listening to Drew doing that, so
Yes.
fascinated in that bastard.
I
Like he is.
am obsessed.
Yeah, I'm totally like his biggest fan now.
Me
like,
too.
I lo-
And he's
like-
so good looking.
Yeah, I know.
I love his silver
And he's
fox.
such a badass.
I just
Well, yeah,
really,
he smashed the shit out of his head.
Yes.
Smashed the shit out of it after in all the other stuff that he was dealing with at that time in the middle of the Olympics, gets stitches has to go back in like a minute or something.
Yeah, what
It'd
did
take
Drew
a second.
say? It was
like
a minute and a half or
yeah,
something.
he gets no time to like recover from smashing the shit out of his skull, and then does his gold winning one right after that. Unreal performer.
Unreal is right.
Yeah.
And just a handsome cat.
Yeah.
He's now 65 years old and still
Yeah, he was a
handsome
good looking
silver
bitch.
fox. Yeah. But that made me laugh, and I also listened to two of them last week. The one about who was the woman who Drew thought was a man.
Well, that was Gertrude Stein. And I feel bad because I screamed when I saw her picture, but it just, she doesn't look like you picture.
That
And her writing was odd.
That was a yes.
But her
Very odd.
art game was top notch.
Yeah.
She was an art collector. Like she knew who was going to be legendary before they were.
I mean, she's friends with Picasso.
Yeah. But her writing was weird as fuck. And that's what she's a writer. That's what she's known for.
I know.
And like, she really was a early feminist.
I also laughed when he read the poem. That was just the same over and over. Yeah. I knew who Hobie Baker was because I once was married to someone who was
a hockey
into
freak.
Hockey. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had never really looked at what he looked like. So I listened to you talk about that one and I had no idea. That was my glitter in the shitter.
Oh, well, thank you.
So thanks.
Yeah.
I love the stories. And then Cassie said that too. She's like, I'm the biggest fan of this. And I was just thinking, oh my God, yes, I listened to 2 whole episodes and I was dying of laughter every time.
Yeah,
It was so fun. If you want to find out about some badass gays in history and just like listen and laugh at Drew and Sarah talk about them, it's so funny. It's so good. Listen to.
Yep.
These are the
gays of our lives.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just I know nothing about these people when I research them, and I know nothing like who. Yeah, we're in athletes now, and we were just like, yes, Drew and I are well known for our athletic prowess. We both have no idea about anything with athletes because we've done like movie stars and singers, musicians, but athletes is tough because I don't know shit. And athletes are in the closet a lot, I feel.
Oh, of course.
They
yeah.
need to be. Although we talk about how many athletes do the gayest shit ever. Like baseball players are always have their hands up other baseball players' dicks. They rub their dicks together when they get a good hit. Jamie did the gayest stuff in the whole world in his college basketball days.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I don't know. I think they just don't. I don't know. Men. Anyway, should we get started on this man?
Yeah, this one really, if we've ever had a beautiful victim.
Yeah. Oh.
This is the one, right?
Yes. And just, this one hurt my heart.
Me too.
Because you just know what's going to happen and you just fall in love with this woman.
Yes.
And this guy, I thought, how could he be smart but so incredibly dumb?
And we would have been friends with her.
Oh, for sure. 1,000%. And her friends were all amazing.
Yeah, they were fun. One was a pastor's wife. And
I know. And I loved her the most.
Yeah, I know. She was wearing
she was my favorite. She was a badass.
She was wearing a terrible shoulderless shirt, but I'll forgive her for that. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So we watched Married to Evil.
This is
Married to Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2, episode 1. I forgot what it was called. Probably like he's a dick or something like that. He's fucked. He's a shit bomb.
Yeah.
We're starting in the gorgeous Puerto Rico. They showed pictures of gorgeous Puerto Rico. We meet Maria Munoz.
Yes.
And Maria is going to nursing school. At nursing school, she meets, well, they said Joel. And I thought, I heard it as Jor-El. he's named after Superman's dad. And I thought, I can't, Jor-El? They named their kid Jor-El? That's what Superman's dad's name is. And then I realized it was Joel, like Joel.
Yes, like Joel.
But they said Joel.
And then they said Joel.
Joel. And then
Yeah.
I thought, he is a Joel.
Yeah.
So I'm going to call him a Joel the whole time.
Yeah.
A Joel.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Yep. Okay,
but it
great.
wasn't Jor-El. I was kind of excited he was named after the father of Superman.
No. This guy should have been named after the devil.
He should have. But I am going to call Joel a Joel.
A
Joel. Because
Okay.
he is an a-hole.
Yep.
So a Joel is also going to nursing school.
Mm-hmm.
A Joel's goal is to be a nurse anesthesiologist.
Mhm.
No,
Nurse
esthetician.
anesthetist.
Anesthetist, which is hard, which I think is such a stressful job.
Yes.
Holy shit. And you have to be on top of your game.
And
so I thought you have to be really smart to do that and like way on the ball.
you make a lot.
Yeah, I'm
of
sure,
money
because you
doing
have
it.
to be the best of the best to do that.
So this is like when you start to figure out what kind of a person a Joel is.
Yes.
Because he doesn't. Most people go into nursing and teaching, I think, because they want to help people. They feel called somehow
Yes.
to like work with other people, help other people.
You know you're going into a kind of a thankless
Yes.
position,
It's not
but
like-
you do it because it's the task
Yes, because you,
is what you want to do.
you want to help people.
Yes.
He went into it to go into this field to make the most money.
to make a job with
Yeah.
the most money. And
Yeah.
I don't know how his brain, his name is Ajoel Pellot. He has pellet brain,
Yes.
pellet heart, and a pellet-sized soul,
Yeah.
if he has one. But pellet brain, for sure. So I don't know how he achieved this goal, but he did. So we see Maria. We learn her childhood was rough because her parents got divorced, and that affected her quite a bit. It traumatized her. So she made a goal. I am going to marry the love of my life and never get divorced. Don't we all
Yeah.
want that? So you try to reach for that goal. But her parents' divorce was just so hard on her that it affected her that way. That's what she thought about almost all the time, just making a solid, perfect family. And this girl was just cute. She had all the freckles and the perfect freckles. And I mean, so pretty and fun and goofy and smart.
Yeah, I mean, Puerto Ricans are attractive anyway, I think. She was just like, she was so gorgeous.
She was one in a million. And Ajoel was a fuck face.
She was, kind of dark skinned, but had freckles, and her hair was
and she had this
reddish.
green.
And
Her
her
eyes
eyes
had
were
like green, but they
yeah.
were two different colors.
Oh, she
it was
was
like,
so pretty.
oh my god,
And so nice.
yeah,
And, so
and
fun.
funny.
Yeah. Oh.
So
I
anyway,
have a crush on her.
I do too. I
Oh.
loved her. Ajoel sees Maria and gives her all this attention that she should get from men.
Yeah.
Like he's giving her tons of attention, but he is 10 years older than her. So her family was kind of like, he seems like a douchebag. Kind of be careful of him. But she thought, well, he is making these great dreams. He has goals. He's looking for the future. He wants to like make money to support a family. And that's what I want. So they get married in 2010. They look gorgeous in their wedding pictures. He gets a job as this anesthetist, and it has great pay. And they move to Texas, and they have a little boy. They're living in Laredo, Texas. Maria can actually stay at home with her little boy because Ajoel is making so much money. And so here in Laredo, Texas, she meets her bestie Karen because there's a church activity, like a ladies bowling night at one of those like glow in the dark arcade bowlings. And Karen's the pastor's wife, and she said Maria just sat down next to her and said, "So you're the pastor's wife? Like, tell me about God." And I guess they just had a conversation and became besties. And I liked Karen. I thought she was a
too.
badass.
Yep.
And everything you would say to your friend in the situation, Karen did and said.
Yep.
And did all the right things too. You would do
Yeah.
for your friend. all of her friends were like,
They were all good friends.
yes, they were good friends, like doing the best for her.
Yes.
In telling her things even that you might not want to hear that are the best for you, that a friend would do.
Yeah.
So she has all these other friends, and her friends are all telling the story. So we meet all of them, and they're all so lovely, lovely people. They say of course, Maria was a wonderful mom, and she was still a devoted wife. They seemed to have this really perfect marriage. Ahoel seemed like a very supportive husband and an engaged dad at this point.
Yeah.
But then we get to 2017, and this is where things take a turn down into hell. So Maria has a miscarriage, and when they said this is like even 15 minutes in. Ahoel tells Maria it's her fault for the miscarriage. That's just like, no. Right then, she should have taken a frying pan and just put his balls right on the center island and just frying panned bang the shit out of his balls.
Yeah. What in the hell?
He's a nurse.
A doctor. Yeah.
And you're saying that to a woman, your wife? You absolute dickhole.
Yeah, that was it for me.
Yeah, right there, I thought I hate him so much that I wanted to take a frying pan to his balls.
Yep.
I want my penis cutting off posse to visit him.
Yep.
They still might.
I hope so.
But by 2018, they have their second son. This is where Ahoel pretty much just checks out of his family. Maria's noticing that he's acting secretive. He's at work all the time, working overtime. He's kind of moving away from spending time with his kids and her. He also obviously is taking a truckload of steroids every 5 minutes.
When they were like, all of a sudden, all he cared about was what he looked like. I was like, oh, that's so weird. What did I
Where
might
have
be
I heard that before?
Ahoel. Oh, no, just joking. Phil does not take testosterone, but Ahoel literally,
He was roided up
Yes.
ungodly.
all of a sudden, he
Goes from
giant.
like a skinny and his wedding to like looking like Andre the Giant.
Mm-hmm.
You're obviously taking roids, and it changed his entire personality.
Yes.
His entire personality.
Yeah.
So his friends go to Maria at this point, and Maria's saying he's kind of different now. And they're saying, you know why? Because he sucks ass. He's a dickweed. He's a dick munch. He sucks.
And he's taking
we hate him.
Steroids.
He's an asshole. He's roided up. He's fucked.
right.
He's being super mean. He's just checked out.
Yeah.
He's fucked and he stinks. And so we get to January 2019. They're about married almost 10 years. Ahoel tells Maria, I'm going to take a break from the marriage. I'm just not feeling it. And he packs up a suitcase with his roids and his Speedo
Yeah.
and his tanning cream or whatever. And he leaves. He walks out on her and the kids. But the dickweed decides that he does need a wife to still do his laundry. So he brings his laundry back every few days for her to do. And then he asks her for stecks, and he says, we need to pork to keep our marriage going.
Yeah. I don't want to live with you, but when I come back, we have to have sex.
And
just,
then you're doing
know.
my laundry while I'm porking
Oh
you.
my God.
So Maria's friends again are saying, this guy blows such hard ass. Why are you putting up with this? And she says, I'm not going to divorce him just because he's been acting insane for 1 year. It's through, good times and bad times. And they're like, he left you. He left. And he's being a huge dickweed. It's okay. And she has a journal, and she writes in her journal she wants to support him, but she's feeling pretty shitty about herself. She doesn't understand why he's doing this. So Maria's doing his laundry one day and finds a plane ticket to Spain in his pocket. And she's like, I didn't even know he went to Spain. And so she questions him about it.
Obviously.
She confronts Ahoel, and he goes, yeah, I'm having an affair, and I took my girlfriend to Spain.
And left you here with the kids.
I left you here with all the kids and all the bills. And then he said, my girlfriend's name is Janet. That cunt, Janet? Janet. So some bitch named Janet got to go to Spain. But she went to Spain with Ajoel, so the joke's on her.
But then they did show Janet, and
Janet
she
looked
was gorgeous too.
Just like Maria.
Not as pretty as Maria.
Not
but
as pretty, but
really
they looked
pretty.
Like they could be sisters.
Yeah.
So Ajoel, while he's confronted, says, okay, Maria, I'm sorry. I'll dump Janet. I'll break up with her. I want to keep my family. So Maria's like, okay, she gives him a second chance. I cannot even.
I know.
But she's telling her friends she doesn't want her children to go through the trauma of divorced parents.
Right.
But you also deserve a life, Maria, to be happy and not have this fucking asshole, Ajoel. So then Ajoel, the next weekend, is back with Janet. He walks out on her again. And this is happening over and over. Oh, I'm going to stay. I'm going to have my marriage. And then 2 days later, oh, I'm going to pork Janet. I'm going to be with Janet. Oh, wait, I'm going to dump Janet and be with you. Oh, he does this cycle over and over. And so he's just stringing both women along because he's getting away with it. He can. So the friends are saying he's an abusive, emotionally abusive narcissist. He's domineering. He's a fuckface.
Yeah.
So Karen takes Maria to a coffee shop at one of the times Ajoel is probably not living with her because Ajoel is going to meet her at the coffee shop. But since Maria is drop dead gorgeous, men hit on her. And so a man was kind of hitting on her in the line in the coffee shop. That's when Ajoel walks in and he gets all upset. Someone's hitting on my wife. This is where Karen, Big Balls Karen, steps in and says, fuck you, Ajoel.
Yeah.
Fuck you. First off, you're dating another woman and you walked out on your marriage. You can say nothing. So zip your dick right now.
Yes.
And then take a big corn cob and shove it in your mouth because you can say nothing about what she's wearing or what she's doing because you're now shaming her for just standing in a fucking line. She's a beautiful woman. A man is going to talk to her. Go fuck yourself.
Right.
So Ajoel is stunned that Karen shredded his ass like that in public.
Karen.
I love her for that.
Yeah.
And so Maria actually considers Karen's advice and thinks, I think she's right. He's being a real dick. But Joel then starts trying to get Maria not to hang around with Karen because she doesn't want Karen's influence on Maria.
Right.
And Maria, as she's thinking about divorce, she has conversations with Ajoel, like one in her car, and she films it on her phone. And he's acting like a complete jerk who could care less about Maria's feelings. And Maria says, if you walk out of the car, I'm going to get a divorce. And he says, yep, fuck you, and walks out of the car. So she's like, okay, we're done. So she's like, wants to get an attorney and get all that shit and tells him we're done. But then he's kind of like, And one of the times he's back at the house, she finds his phone and just sees like he and Janet are in a full-fledged, like, massive relationship, like porking all the time. And Maria's just like, what am I doing? Like, she sees it with her own eyes and she's like, fuck him. We're done. She tells him, I can't take this anymore. I'm done. We're done. Fuck you. Move out. We're getting divorced. So Ajoel then convinces her, I'm going to break up with Janet for good. I don't want to lose you. I want my family. Let's move to Dallas. I won't be around Janet at all. We're going to start fresh, move over. Maria says...
So he literally said, let's leave this town. If I was Maria, I'd be like pissed. Like, no,
all my friends are
here.
And the kids are like, have their routine here. Doctors...
That was what she needed to hear because she was like, he's actually going to leave Janet.
He's going to fight for me and leave Janet.
Right.
Literally the next day, she can't find Ajoel.
Yeah. And he was just kidding.
And she just has a feeling she knows where he is. So she tells Karen, I'm going to Janet's house because I know he's at fucking Janet's house. And Karen's like, don't do it. Don't go there. Just don't do it. Stop. And Maria says, I can't. I have to know. Of course, she drives to Janet's house and Ahol's truck is there. So she goes up to Janet's door and we see all this footage for real from her Ring camera because I'm sure it was used in court. And Maria just knocks on the door and Janet...
She wasn't even standing on the porch. She
No,
was off of the...
yeah, but the
she
Ring
went
camera
to
got
ring
it.
Yeah.
And so she's just kind of standing in the yard. And Maria's like, what do you want? I mean, I was Janet. What do you want? And she's like, is my fucking husband's there? I want to talk to him. Like, my husband's there, you dumb cunt. And she's like, oh my God, you have to leave or I'm calling the police. She's like, I don't fucking care. I want to talk to my husband. So then Joel comes out and he's literally the day before. He tells her, I'm breaking up with Janet. We're going to move to Dallas. We're going to start over. I love you. I want to keep our family. Now Ahol tells her, I'm picking Janet, I guess. I'm going to stay with Janet. We're done. Let's get divorced. So then Maria's like, all right, fine, whatever, you dick. But then Ahol says, let's drive both of us to the park.
Because as soon as Maria says, fine.
Yeah.
Good, then he's like, oh, shit.
She's going to,
I got to
do something to drag her on.
A fucking game.
Yes. So then he knows he's being videotaped on this Ring camera.
Yeah.
So he has them go to this park. Maria goes. Meanwhile, the police come because Janet's a cunt and called the police. And the police, she fails to mention that the woman who came to her house and wouldn't leave is her boyfriend's wife.
And is now gone.
And she's gone.
Yeah.
And she never did anything to her.
Yeah.
So the cops are like, well, I'm going to call her and tell her, I guess, not to come to your house anymore. And Janet's like, yeah, will you? And so the cop calls Maria's phone. And when she answers it, Ahol is screaming at her. How dare you answer the fucking phone? I'm talking to you, you fucker. You know, and the cop is listening to all this going.
And it's on speakerphone.
Hello? Yeah. All on the cop's
his
camera and everything, too.
Yes.
Cop's body cam.
On his body cam.
So then
Janet can hear stupid Ahol going, fuck you, how dare you answer the phone when I'm talking to you? And then she's like, oh,
even though it says cops, you know.
Yeah. And then
the phone goes off.
Him. Yeah.
The phone goes
Somebody
dead.
hangs up and he's like, I'm going to call again. Janet's in the background. You can see her on the cop cam texting him.
I wish he would have grabbed her phone and said, stop it, bitch.
Texting him saying, don't be a dick. Don't yell at her anymore. Let her answer the phone. It's the cops.
Yeah.
And so then the phone rings again and she answers it. Or he answers it
for her.
Yeah. And he's like, hello.
Hi.
Oh, yeah. And they're like, can we talk to Maria? And he's like, oh, sure. And gives the phone to Maria like he's a goddamn gentleman.
And the cop's not a dummy.
No.
So the cop's like, can you not come to Janet's house anymore? And Maria's like, fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
He's like, thank you. Okay. And hangs up. And the cop knows like this is a fuck situation. You could just tell in his voice.
I really hope the cop went straight over to the park because...
Well, then we learn that Ahol punches through Maria's windshield in their car. So I'm sure since it said all the photos were police photos. So I'm sure that the police were there and saw that. But it really doesn't matter because this is the day before.
Right, so we know there's
when they start saying the actual dates too, we know it's coming to the end.
Right.
So Maria texts Joel that night, Ahol, and says, I am done. You can have Janet. You two be together. I'm out. You know, have a nice life. Let's contact the attorney to get a legal separation as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Bye.
I'm not going to fight you on this. We can go together.
Yep. I'm never going to go to Janet's again. This is, you know what? Have a nice life. Ahol writes her back saying, we don't need attorneys. That's too much money. And she just is like, ignores him.
So he wants to stay married to her.
I know. Yes, because we can have
with
both.
Someone else.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why not? I'm a guy. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
God.
Then the next morning, this is Monday morning, he sends her an email saying, all this stuff, let's get back together. Think it through. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to come over tonight. Let's have a heart-to-heart and talk everything through. So Karen hears about this, and Maria has agreed to have Ahol come to her home that night at 7 p.m. and have a discussion. Karen and all her friends are like, fuck
No more discussions.
No, you're not meeting with him alone. You're not talking it through. You just send everything to a lawyer. You're done. You're not do this. But Maria was dead set on doing it. And the friends, so Karen said, well, then you're going to text me the minute he gets there. You're going to text me when he leaves. You're going to just have your phone on you.
Right.
I need to know this. So at 7 p.m., no text. 8 p.m., no text. 9:30, Karen texts Maria and says, what the hell? Is everything going okay? Maria texts back, Joel just got here at 9:30. So he's late. He didn't even care enough to be on time.
He's 2.5 hours late.
Mm-hmm. And then nothing. Then the show shows us a 911 call at 1:30 a.m. And it's Joel calling 911, saying, hi. That's what he said. Hi, I think my wife is dead. She's not breathing. She took a bunch of pills.
She took something and she's not breathing.
Yeah. So the cops come. The first cop on the scene, I think his name was Gregorio. This was a smart bitch.
I loved him.
I loved him so much.
I know, me too.
He's so smart. He goes in, he sees the scene. Maria is laying on the floor. Joel is in his scrubs, and he's like pretending to give her like a CPR.
In the scrubs.
In his scrubs.
The dumbest fucking part of this whole thing. But
yeah.
Okay, anyway.
And so Gregorio, or Officer Gregorio, is like, what? And he says, what happened? And Joel says, oh my gosh, I think she took a bunch of pills. And he's like, do you know what pills? And he says, clonazepam. Is that like lorazepam?
Yeah.
Clonazepam.
I thought you were...
Clonazepam. So he says she took a bunch of that. And the cop's like, okay. All right. And she's clearly gone at this point. The EMTs come, they try CPR too, and there's nothing. They just call it. So she's dead at like 1:50, like 20 minutes after the call. She's pronounced dead. Gregorio sits Joel down, and other cops start coming in, and Gregorio starts telling him, this is a real 37, a 37, a 37.
You hear him say that. We got
a real 37.
A real 37.
And Gregorio then says, that's cop talk for meaning suspicious, something suspicious. Yeah. This is a fucked up situation. Yeah. And right as the cops are all coming in, that's what he tells them right away. So they all come in knowing there's a Joel. A Joel. He's sitting on a fucking chair.
He needs TP for his butthole. For real.
He does.
This fucker.
He's sitting on the chair going, oh, she was so depressed.
In his scrubs.
Yep. And Gregorio's like, he was trying to cry, but it was the most fake cry I'd ever heard. This guy is so fucked up. He said all red flags. Like this was a bad situation, and I just didn't want it to be like what I thought. Like he thought obviously he killed her. He's like, I just was hoping that wasn't true. But he knew that. Mm-hmm. So then the cops are like, we got to search the place. They find a whole medical bag full of 800 vials of different medicines, syringes, IV bags.
It was
all
like
of this
Michael
shit.
Jackson in Michael Jackson's house. It was like everything they found in Michael Jackson's house.
And then the detective comes, and he sees right on Maria's arm a big bloody track mark. And he's like, well, obviously he took a syringe of all this stuff and killed her. You know, they think that immediately. But he's saying, well, she must have just taken all these pills. So he's Joel is also sweating like a pig. His pupils are like huge, blown out. He keeps saying she was going through problems and I left, I moved out, and she just couldn't handle it. She was depressed. And then Gregorio was like, why the fuck would he be here then at 1 a.m.?
Right.
Like nothing is making sense.
Because he's like, you don't live here, but you're here at 1 in the morning.
Yeah. And he said, well, I came over and we had sex. Bullshit.
And then
I took a shower.
And then I put on my fucking scrubs.
My scrubs again. that I worked at a stink ass
That
hospital?
was the dumbest thing. He
No.
like had those scrubs on to
Yeah.
put
'Cause he
on
just
like
got
a
off his
show.
Yeah.
To be like, I'm a doctor
Yeah.
or something fucked up like
I
that.
know. And then he said, but I thought she was just sleeping, she was just knocked out sleeping, but she took these pills.
I gave her mine. She said she was out. I had the
Well,
same
that's what he
one.
told at the police station. So they take him to the police station. While he's waiting for the detective to come in,
Oh my
he
God.
does a huge fake scream cry and then pushes the table. He's having like this hissy fit.
And they have the footage of it
Yeah,
from
he's like
the camera. For real.
Like that.
That's
So then
exactly what he
the
did.
detectives come in and go, "Shut the fuck up!
Yeah, they're
knock
like,
it
"Sir,
off, bitch! You
you
gotta
can't-
take it down a
You
notch,
can't
you
fucking
idiot."
act like that.
Yeah. And so then that's when the detective is like, "So what happened?" And he said, "Well, she was on her depression pills and she was out, and I had mine, so I let her have mine, but she took all of them." Why were you carrying around? I don't carry around my pills with me everywhere I go.
No.
I would be like a jingle clown. Here comes that bitch with all the pills. Oh. But I guess that bitch carries his pills with him. He likes making noise every time he
I
walks.
guess, yeah.
Yeah. And so then the cops say, "Why does she have a track mark?" And Joel like goes blank.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know.
I don't know. Was she shooting up drugs? I don't know. Did you shoot her up with something? I don't know. I don't know. So then in the morning, her
Yeah,
friends,
all of a sudden he's
just, I don't know.
stops from the...
Because he's talking. Yeah. And I don't know.
To the...
I don't know. And so they have to let him go. They have nothing on him. Their friends hear the next morning that she died. They're totally crushed, devastated, and they know right away Ahuel
They
did it.
all said it. All three of them
He
that
killed
they
her.
interviewed. They're like, I knew.
And then just think how guilty you would be. Like I would think I should have went over there. I should have been
Uh-huh.
with her. I mean, I'm sure they were just absolutely crushed. So they have to do a tox report on her body. This is where Ahuel's pellet brain.
Yeah.
So he tells everybody that can listen that she died of this clonazepam overdose. And in the tox report, she doesn't even have one.
Clonazepam.
Clonazepam.
It's like Klonopin is what
Klonopin, clonazepam. I keep wanting to
That's
think of
the-
lorazepam.
Yeah, it's like for panic disorder. But yeah.
She had none in her body.
No,
She had none in her system. But what did she have in her system in huge amounts?
Everything else.
Yeah, first said ketamine, morphine, propofol, Narcan, lidocaine, and Demerol.
All the things.
He
that
doesn't
Michael
put any
Jackson died of.
clonazepam.
No.
He puts 800 other medicines in her. Why would she have all that, and why would she shoot up with it all at once?
And then how dumb are you to say the one drug that she didn't have any of? in
And that's
her
what she
system?
died of.
Yeah.
What an absolute ass munch.
So dumb.
So they say if she even would have taken the propofol, that would have knocked her out. She couldn't have even taken any of the rest because you're knocked out in like a second when that hits your bloodstream. Right. So like she couldn't have given all this to herself. And who the hell does this? Like one of them will do.
Right.
I don't know. So Ahuel is arrested. He goes to court. He came up with some story like she shot herself up. He didn't say it first, and he tried to save her because that's why none of his story matched what actually happened. But they're like, yeah, right, bitch. So what they think, since she had so much caffeine in her system too, is that he brought her a coffee that had a ton of the drugs in it in pill form, knocked her out, and then he shot her up with a killing dose of the rest.
Yeah.
And then calls the cops once she's dead, so she can't be saved.
What was the thing that knocks you out right away?
What, the propofol?
Yeah. Because they're like, you can't administer that to yourself.
No.
Because you immediately fall asleep. So he thinks he put the propofol in her coffee, so she's
out, and he can do whatever he wants.
And then he shot her up with the rest of the shit.
So in court, they have Maria's journal, video, and those are all like horribly against saying what Ahoel is such an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets life. He can be paroled in 2053, but I hope it doesn't make parole.
He is like trying to appeal.
Yeah, I just read his appeal got denied.
It did. Thank
Yes.
God. And then what happened? I saw at the very end they were talking about stupid but very beautiful Janet. Like she.
Oh, I didn't even see.
I think
maybe Janet
she
got hemorrhoids.
Like she said she didn't know about.
Oh, please, Janet, go fuck off.
Yeah. Oh, she said she didn't have anything to do with the murder. Like she didn't know that was his plan, or that. So she was never charged with anything. I don't know.
Suck
I think that's
suck
what
it, Janet.
said, but I could
suck
be
it.
making that up.
Say what you want, Janet. You're still a cunt.
But God, Janet, you're really pretty.
And have better taste in husbands that you're stealing.
Yeah. I did like that when they showed Aholio in jail, he clearly wasn't on his tea anymore, and
he looked
lost
like shit.
a lot of weight and looked like a wuss.
Yep, that'll happen.
Fuck you, Aholio.
Yeah, I'm sure he is getting fucked.
So, that is the horrible murder of the beautiful Maria.
That one was bad. I mean, they're all terrible.
Yeah, I hope
her
kids are another 2 kids who are
have
out,
nobody
a mom and
now.
a dad now.
Have no one.
The worst, and
friends who are devastated.
Yeah, I hope that someone good is taking care of those kids.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Awful.
I hope her sister. I think she said,
okay.
or was like a part of her life.
Okay.
So I hope her sister.
Yeah. So we have coming up next week. We have our book club. All right,
Tuesday.
It's always a husband book club. We read The Stolen Queen. I just put it on Facebook, so it's there. The link is there. We will meet at 7:30 Central Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday night, the 30th of September. I have some robotics to attend to earlier in the night.
Oh my God!
So I'm gonna have to tune in. Oh, that'll be my excuse to leave.
Of course, it will be
early. Okay, good. I'll say
You're
sorry.
not staying there.
I got to go.
Yeah.
Funny enough, our book, The Stolen Queen, is about archaeology, and so is the Lego challenge.
Oh, for fuck's sake! What are they making?
They made the Lego board is the challenge of all these different digs.
Yeah,
and then they have to come up with some sort of a contraption that can help archaeologists.
Oh, can dig in the sand?
Yeah, I mean, it could be for anything. So that's what they're doing. And then they have to build a robot that can get them through all these contraptions.
Cute.
It is really cute.
That's
robotics.
Smart work.
Oh, robotics.
Yeah. Nerd
I
alert.
could go on forever, but I
Nerds
won't.
everywhere I look. Nerd over there. Nerd behind me. Nerd to the side. Nerd.
As all the parents say on my team, there's a lot of neurospiciness going on. There's a lot of neurospicy everywhere.
Yeah.
And we love it. All right. So join us for The Stolen Queen on Tuesday night. I'll have to leave robotics early, but meet me on the internet. We'll talk about it.
All right.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Please like and share. Give us a rating or a review. Only if it's nice, you assholes.
Yeah, no kidding, fucks.
And tell people about us. Share us. If you feel inclined, join our Patreon and help us keep bringing you this content.
Otherwise, we got to get 1,700 other jobs again.
I can't do it.
I can't either. I'm too old.
All I got is this microphone.
I know.
That's it. I can't do another thing. All right. Bye.